This video is going to show you how to change your PCA data into a scatter graph format. So if you've watched the previous video on PCA data, you should have two sets of coordinates here, which is your normalized data from your mapping method that you've done. So the first thing we're going to do is click on Graphs and then Chart Builder. In the chart builder, the one which we would like is a scatter. So press that button there, and then this one here, the grouped scatter, is the one that you need to use. So click on that and drag it into the top right hand square, and then we need to drag the data that we need into the axes. So this one here, REGR, this is number 1, we're going to drag to the x-axis there, and number 2 to the y. Don't worry about these points that have just shown up here, because they're not the points that are going to be on our graph. It's just a generic picture that comes up and isn't a visual representation of what your graph is going to look like. The final thing we need here is the sample to drag and drop into the top right hand rectangle, and then SPSS should then, when you click OK, generate your graph. If it doesn't come up straight away, it should be in a separate tab at the bottom. So if we scroll down slightly, there it is. Now some of these points on this graph are quite difficult to see, in particular, for example, that yellow one there. So I'm going to double click on that and it will bring up another graph, and if a single click on that point will highlight all of the dots. Now you don't want to change the colours of all of the dots, otherwise they'll all be the same. So another single click there and then double click on it, and that should allow you the colour change window where you can change the plot there. So I'm going to change this one to black. So as you can see, I've just clicked the fill button and then the colour, and I'm going to do the same for the border. So the border button and then the colour, and then press apply and it'll change it. And as you can see, it changes it in the main graph and also in the sample column here. If you like, you can single click on any of the points and change them. So I'm going to change this one to full red instead of just the border, and then as soon as you press apply again, it's changed in both. Now if you like, you can change that for every point to make the points more visible, but you can do that in your own time. I'm just going to cross off the colour box and cross off the edit box, and that gets you back to your main graph. Then you are free to copy that graph or interpret it depending on your results however you like, but that is from start to finish how you can create a scatter graph for PCA analysis on SPSS.